gets there early. No. He gets there early. He sees Jackie Mason blowing the manager. Blowing the manager. Blowing. And I said, are you sure? He says, I'm gay. I think we're adventurous.
Okay, guys, we're small but mighty. I'm a small but mighty crowd, right? It's an easy one. How are you guys doing tonight? Friday! Clap it up for yourselves. Coming up here to work on your material in a supportive environment where we don't laugh. Right? Last time nobody laughed. I'm like, just remember, you are an audience member. Please give the support to the comics. Laugh, even if it's funny, so that we can keep the room alive and people will come back. We're trying to create return guests here, guys, okay? How's everyone doing? Any news? Any news? Y'all depressed? Ukraine, Russia? You watching the news? Anybody? No, can't? Right. It's so funny because I was playing, not playing, Grand Theft Auto, but I was watching it online, you know? And it's so funny because the Middle Easterns will get on there and they'll play, they love it, right? And everyone's screaming like, you gotta seize all the assets from the Russians, you gotta seize all the cars. If the Russians don't have cars, what are they gonna do? Right? I don't know. What do they do up there? I have one friend. She's not very lively, but she's Russian. What do you expect, right? I don't want to talk about the war because it's too depressing. So sorry I brought it up. Is there anything fun happening in the world that we can talk about? Anything fun? No. Guys, COVID's over. Can we give it up for the fact that COVID's over? Is it over? Is there a new variant? I don't know, but we're maskless inside. That's a feat in itself.
Oh, wait,
and right?
It happened? Like it's like no mask?
It's done. No mask.
Interesting.
We're done. Right? I don't know if we're all vaccinated. It's a secret. What?
At my school, they all have masks. Still masks.
Still masking at the school? Well, what school are you at?
I go to Pittsburgh.
Okay. They're all indoctrination camps. That's what they are. All the kids are wearing masks in there, aren't they? Right? The state-run schools. If you had kids, anyone have kids in here?
Woo!
Did they go to public school?
No.
Are they fucked up? Oh, they went to private school?
Homeschool.
Homeschool.
Whoa.
Are you a teacher?
No.
Did you teach them? Who's in there teaching them?
Their teacher.
Oh, they have a homeschool and the teacher comes out to the house?
Their mom.
Oh, the mom. Mom
Wow.
teaches. See, women, we do it all, don't we? We do it all. Where did your kids go to private school?
They're autistic. They went to an autism school.
Right. That's good. My mom is a special needs teacher. Give it up for the teachers, please. Everybody, they make $12 an hour to deal with a bunch of bullshit. Isn't that the truth? Special needs. That's great. I went to public school. I got kicked out of my house when I was 15. Parents kicked me out. This was back in the 90s. I was smoking weed. That was the devil back then. They were like very religious and they're like, you're smoking weed? Get the fuck out of here, Satan. They kicked my ass out, right?
Do you still talk to them?
Yeah, we're on good terms. I go to church, so I'm learning forgiveness. It's a character defect. I don't want to get into it. But what are you going to do? Nobody knew it was... People are getting abused back then. Do you hate your kids? People... Everyone's hitting their... My dad... Okay, I'm from Montana. Anyone been to Montana? No.
Yeah.
Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Yellowstone. That's
You're
what
from
people know.
Montana?
I've been there.
Oh.
It's a cool place. It's beautiful.
It is.
My dad used to go out to the woodpile, grab a 2x4 and come in and whoop our ass. I mean, we got beat with belts. People were getting beat down back then. Are kids still getting beat down?
A 2x4 is like really like
2x4?
it's like thick, right?
Yeah, very thick. Woodpile shit. I'm in Montana, okay? These are like lumberjacks and coal miners. Yes.
Did your dad snap the belt?
My stepmom used to hit us with a belt.
Oh my god.
Yeah, really bad, right? I used to put on like 5 pairs of pants and go in my room. They're like, go in your room, get ready, I'm gonna come in and whoop your ass. That was like the thing, right? Sad, isn't it?
Oh.
All these kids growing up fucked up. People wonder why I got a twitch and shit. I'll be walking around, I'll notice I got a little twitch. I'm like, fuck, somebody's gonna hit me. Right? I don't know. Beating your kids, I think we should give up beating the kids. Can we? Can we put them in a corner? Are they that bad? Let's just put them in the corner for a while. We also used to get stuck in the bathroom. They'd put us in the bathroom. That was like the
For
punishment.
how long?
But that back then you just read magazines. This is before phones and stuff.
But how long were you?
Like 30 minutes or something. Like you go to the bathroom for 30 minutes.
Like hours or something.
No. Yeah, we got locked in the basement, tied up, that kind of shit. I mean, right? I don't know. I just think that all the kids need more love, more guidance, homeschool, right? A little bit of homeschool, private school fucks you up. I mean, bullies. I'm from Montana. Sports are really big out there. The girls in sports, volleyball players, just these buff-ass dudes, right? Okay, one laugh, thank you. It was sad. I was like, ninth grade, I didn't make the basketball team. Basketball was my life. The girls in Montana are a little bit more tomboyish. They're not as Valley Girl. We didn't wear the short little skirts. We didn't walk around. We didn't wear heels to high school. I don't know what y'all are doing out here when I came out here. I didn't know Clueless was a documentary. I had no idea. It's bad, right? But ninth grade, I didn't make the basketball team. That was my life. Next thing I know, I'm smoking cigarettes in the park. That's the next step up, isn't it? You go right to Smoker's Corner. They're like, you don't make the team. And you just shimmy on over to Smoker's Corner. And just me? Okay. I don't know. Alright, I'm smoking over here. Sorry if that bothers you. I'm gonna go outside with my vape. Any vapors here? Vape? Vape's a big deal now. I go to the vape store, they're like, we got cherry, we got watermelon, we got peach, we got all these flavors. And it's just like, oh yeah, kill yourself, but it's gonna taste good. I don't know, nicotine's good. Can we smoke cigarette? I'm from Montana. Can we just smoke cigarette? Can we have one thing that we do that relieves our stress? I don't drink, I'm sober.
But it's gonna hurt your inside.
Right. Are you a nurse? Oh, okay.
Just
Alright.
like I had that you know in health class when you're like middle school.
Yeah.
They show you like all the tar in this jar. But this was in a lung.
Right. No, not in my school. So when I got to
They didn't do-
California, I went to an alternative high school because my credits, long story longer, my credits didn't transfer. I went to the bad kids school after that. We smoked cigarettes in science class to prove, and they hooked us up to this machine. We smoked a cigarette in class to prove that your temperature lowers when you smoke a cigarette. Isn't that weird? Smoking cigarettes in the class? These were different times back then. 90s. Anybody? Anyone? Am I old? I'm trying to relate to the kids lately. There's one guy that works here is like, I'm like, when did you graduate? He's like, 2014. I'm like, oh fuck, we're getting old, aren't we?
77.
Nice. Graduated in 77. Nice. That was a good year. What was going on back then? Any wars?
I don't remember.
Right?
She said me.
I'm 99.
Vietnam was almost over.
Vietnam was almost over.
It
Was it over?
That was a lie too. We don't know what's going on. The government's fucked up. Let's get them. Can we just remove all Congress and start over? Can we just wipe them out and start over? I don't get it. These career politicians. That's how you make your money? Are you involved in the community? I don't get it. Should I run?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we got a small crowd here, but we're gonna keep it moving tonight, and we're gonna do whatever material you need to work on because we're traveling comedians. We need to take this stuff here, grow it, and move it out there, and be an army and infiltrate this town. Right?
Yeah.
Infiltrate. We're the infiltrators. Okay. Who's gonna go up first? Because you all said no to being first. Kian? Keon.
Yes.
Okay, everybody give it up
Yeah.
for Keon.
I can go second if that helps.
Sucker.
Yeah. It's very stuck. Yes. So how's everybody doing tonight? Good. I haven't met you before, was you?
My name's Maddie.
Maddie. Cool. Nice to meet you.
What was your name? I'm sorry.
Keon.
Keon.
What? Where are you from? What do you do?
I'm from Florida.
Cool. Damn, that's a cool place. Wait, where in Florida?
From North Florida, right under Georgia.
Okay. I have no idea. Anybody know anything about Florida? I'm not really sure.
It's oranges.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. Is it a cool place? You like it?
Mixed reviews.
Mixed reviews. Or
Nice reviews. I mean, I could tell you some stuff, but I don't want to take your time.
No, no. Go ahead.
Huh?
Yeah, just anything small.
It's just, it's very redneck.
Very redneck.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know how redneck Florida is because they always go to Miami.
Yeah.
But and all the northern people, they move down to South Florida, you know, and they make it more like that. Like people from New York, New Jersey, Michigan, whatever. So there's a saying: the more south you go in Florida, the more north you are, and the more north you go in Florida, the more south you are.
Damn.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's some head trippy stuff.
Very redneck. Very. I mean, Confederate flags. You still think you would still think the Civil War is happening if you went there. So many Confederate flags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just got to get more progressive.
Sorry, I
people
didn't mean
down
to like
here. No,
drag
we
things
just gotta-
down, but he asked. You know.
That I feel like that in Austin, like in Texas, like you know how like everybody's like, oh my god, like you know, progressive state, you know, it's good. I did a swing blue this last year, whatever it was.
No.
But anyway,
Austin was a blue one.
it was good. Yeah, it's a good time. What about anywhere else? Where's everyone from?
Originally,
Yeah, or just
Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, New York. I
Yeah.
feel like you could be Russian though. You got
Could be Russian.
Yeah, you got that Russian vibe. No.
I don't feel like
You got the
packing
broad
anything.
shoulders. He's got the. I feel like he's got like a little bit of a hard accent.
Nah, I stayed in my own country. I'm fine.
It's racist.
Now
Yes,
he's
I
Russian.
Wait.
never said that. That's racist.
Wait, was that racist what I said? I have no idea.
Nah.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, you can't insult somebody from Brooklyn. It's in our genes.
Yes, exactly. Anybody realize you know like the $10 thing that with Cinda? Or I don't know if you get. She's played the business cards so well. You know what I mean? Because she's like, oh my gosh, you know, like it's $10 for 10 minutes. It's great. It's up from 5 minutes. But like, you know, I don't know if you guys have like 10 minutes worth of material. I don't know. I don't know about that. I think it was just a good move on her. She's like, 5 people show up every week. That's like, $25. You know, I can easily double my money if I just make them say, everybody $10. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We'll be able to do it. I'm a smart lady. I don't know anything about you over here. What's going on? He's like so focused on the computers.
Oh, you know. Oh, I thought
He's busy. He's busy.
I'm not part of your act.
Okay. Okay.
Probably.
Yes. I promise. Anyway. Today was really interesting. I'm one of those oblivious people. I don't know what I say. Like I had a work meeting at my school today, and it was, everybody was in a circle, and I was just talking, and one of the things that I do for work is I do laser cutting. So like I cut things, with like wood and all these different things, with like water bottles, all that stuff, and I was like I wanted to pass on the knowledge. You know what I mean? So everybody around me, I was like, oh, hey, like anybody interested in doing this laser cutting thing, and all of a sudden nervous laughter.
Well, I'm just thinking, I understood the wood part, but why are you cutting bottles?
Well, you can etch them.
Oh.
Yes. Anyway,
Okay,
sorry.
fine.
No, you're good. So I'm like anyone in the audience, in the audience, we'll circle a group of people. I'm like, anybody interested in doing some laser cutting? All the young people, and everybody starts, laughing at me because, I'm the same age as everybody else, and everybody else in the crowd is really old. But anyway, I say things that I feel like those times where you're like don't really you say something, you're like I have no idea why you guys are laughing at me. Anyway, exactly like that. I have no idea why they're laughing. Yeah, it's a weird thing. And I feel like it's definitely like gone throughout my life where it feels like I've obliviously just gone through life and like everybody just seems to laugh at me. It's kind of funny. Or sad. Either way you want to take things. One of the things that I used to do back in the day is I used to work at Trader Joe's a couple years ago. And at Trader Joe's, I have like a little bit of PTSD from working there. It's a stressful job. I don't know if you guys tell. Like everybody there is like working all the time. You'll never see a person at Trader Joe's just standing around. Like everybody, the only person that's standing there at Trader Joe's is the people that have been there for a really long time, got street cred. And if they're not doing anything, like those people will be gone very soon. You know what I mean? You're either there for a long time or you're not going to be there for much longer. What's up? I don't know Anyway, but I get like really like it's a stressful job and it feels like almost like sex to me. I don't know if like it's just like very uncomfortable. Like no matter how many times, like it's like I feel like I'm never at the right place at the right time when it's, you know, with the job and with sex in general. I'm just never at the right place at the right time, and like and it's also this thing where like I'm like if I'm like too fast sometimes or like I'm too slow, I can never get the pace right. It just doesn't work out. And then you know, it's just like you have this person watching you the entire time, my manager, and the other times, you know, my girlfriend, and you know what I mean? Exactly. And like they're like judging you, and then at the end of it, they're like, you know, like they're just like, I could have done a better job, you know, myself, you know, like we didn't have to be here at all. It didn't make any sense, you know what I mean? It didn't make any sense to be there. So Trader Joe's is like one of those things where it's just like, I was very slow, and I could like, you know, there'd be people there for like, I'd been there for like 6 months, and by then, you know, they're like, Keon, like what's going on? Like they give people their own sections. I don't know if you know this. Like there are people that work wet, they work dry. Basic wet is like all the like salad and stuff, and then dry is basically all the, you know, cereals, foods like that. And you know, after like 2 weeks, there are people who they're just running, they're doing their thing, and they're excited. And I'd been there for 6 months, and they hadn't given me my like. They never trusted me with a section, even after 6 months. You know what I mean? You know how bad you have to be at Trader Joe's to never to get a section? Like there would be like 17-year-olds that would just walk in one day to get the job, and then they just get the section. But I'd just be so slow that they'd be just like, no, I can't do this. And I attribute this to like the fact that I feel like I like to think about things a lot, and like I'm very curious, and I like to figure things out on my own. And when I first started at Trader Joe's, I was looking at the wall. They put me on the meat section. I don't know if you guys know the meat section. There's like a billion of those things. And the things that I didn't really understand was like I was trying to be the, you know, I didn't want to bother anybody. I was like, oh, I'm gonna take the meat. Like there was a piece of meat that was like not where it was supposed to be. So I was like, you know, I pick up the meat, and I'm like, I'm gonna figure this out. I know where it is. So I'm like staring at the wall, looking around, like scanning from side to side, looking at the meat. You know what I mean? It takes a really long time. It takes me like 5 to 10 minutes to try and find out where this piece of meat is. And you know, I was like, oh wow, I'm doing my job great, anything. And I get to and then my manager like a couple days later is like, Keon. I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing a great job, right? He's like, Keon, I just caught you the other day, just like looking at a piece of meat for 10 minutes and staring at the wall. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? It makes no sense. And it's just a very, you know what I mean? Like, it's good intention on my part, but it makes me think that like it makes me think I'm like lazy and unfocused. I just like to figure things out, and they don't like that when, you know, they're like trying to get all their stuff done. Do you know how much time I have?
Yeah, you got 1 minute.
Perfect. Well, I'm putting some people to sleep back there. It's great. this guy over here, he's enjoying himself, nodding off in the corner.
Dreaming.
Huh?
Just dreaming.
He's dreaming? Perfect. I didn't even he's fast asleep. He's one of those daydreamers. You know the sleepwalking? That stuff freaks me out. You know what I mean? Sleepwalking. All of a sudden you're just like, I don't know if like, one of the things I was like really afraid of when I was a kid, was like, my family likes to travel a lot, and I was in this room with my dad. We had like our beds and we were sleeping there, and one of the people that we were staying with in India, they had this like housemate, and for some reason I was super stressed that I was gonna like sleepwalk and like have sex with a maid and then like come right back. And I was like so freaked out. I was like, oh my god, like I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I have HIV, like this happened in the middle of the night, what am I gonna do, you know what I mean? I'm like stressing out, and my dad's like, you know, just like, calm down, like did you like, you know, like I was like, he's like, did you actually do this? He was like, I was like, what if I did, you know what I mean? Like you do crazy things when you go to sleep, like, and I just like talk all the time in my sleep. So anyway, I'll leave you guys with that.
Alright, give it up for Keon. Guys, the awkward comic. Everyone's awkward. Everyone's had that weird job, first jobs. What's your worst first job?
Worst first?
Yeah, worst first.
What's the first? And I can't.
Okay,
remember first.
what was your first job?
My first job? That's a great question. I'm trying to really think. I mean, do internships count? I did an internship first.
Yeah, that's a job.
Yeah, that's a job. How old were you?
I was in like middle school. I was
Right.
working for my mom though. Doing
My
awesome
first
work.
job was when I was 15. I was bagging groceries on a military base. And then at the end of my shift, we were getting tips back then. Tips as like little kids. 15. Is that even legal? I was bagging groceries at 15. My mom would be like, let me get your money so I can put it in the gas tank. I'm like, wait, aren't I living here for free for a minute? Can I live? Please.
Was it your stepmom or your mom?
Mom. Yeah, when I got kicked out, I moved to live with her in San Francisco. Anyone know about San Francisco?
No.
Bay Area?
Yeah.
Bay Area? North Bay? Florida? You know about it? No, that's not a
I
diss.
mean, it's a beach town. You go from Michigan.
San
to
Francisco's a beach town?
Think about it.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
there's
it is.
beaches. We don't really consider ourselves like SoCal. Like,
No, but
yeah,
there's
like
a huge-
Huntington
there's a
Brown.
huge beach.
Looks like me, man, like in SoCal, right?
Not a beach town.
Not a beach town. I didn't realize the rivalry between the North and the South was so big when I moved down south here. And people, I posted that I went to a Dodgers game. People were like, "Fucking traitor!" I'm like, "Sorry, God, I don't know, I don't get it, but it's really intense." Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, fucking big area," and then everybody's like, "LA." One time Anya yelled out, he's like, "The South don't care." Remember that?
Me?
Yeah, you're like, "We don't care, we don't
Oh, yeah,
care." There
I
is
don't
a
give a
rivalry
fuck.
though. There's a big rivalry.
Yeah, we don't care. We actually don't. I went up there and I have an LA hat, and somebody was like, "Oh, you shouldn't wear that around here." I was like, I'm wearing this hat because I bought it.
But where were you in the Bay Area? Where did you go
I was in
right
SF.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, they take it serious.
I
Bay
know.
Area, I grew up in the Bay Area in the 90s. This is when, like, freaking Mac Dre was coming out. Like, all these people were coming out. Like, E40, fucking Bay Area, like, all that shit. And then when I moved down here, it was weird because I was interning on a music video and I was a white girl on the set of an E40 video and I felt so out of place. But in my heart, I was like, Bay Area, what? That was my time to shine, dude. I met Chris Brown. He's like 7 feet tall and he looks like a monster, dude. And he's mean. I don't know if you ever met him.
Chris Brown?
Chris Brown. I'm not gonna talk shit.
I don't think he'd be mean to me. You feel me?
I don't know.
You said Suge Knight was 5'4".
Yeah, no, that was another thing. I met Suge Knight. I've been starstruck in LA twice. And the first time I was starstruck, I met Suge Knight. And dude was like 5'4". I swear, he was short. And he was nerdy. He was nerdy. People don't get that, but he was like really standing there trying to fit in. It was weird. I'm like, no, he was. Everybody's like, oh, that's Suge Knight. You should be afraid. And I'm like, afraid of what? I didn't get it. My friend was like, first time I saw Suge Knight, I was scared, man. I had to run out of there. She's black. I'm white. And I'm like, what's up with this nerd? I didn't get it. But anyway, who we got next, guys? We got Maddie coming up. Okay, everybody, give it up for Maddie.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ali. Thank you, on killing it, eating some food.
All right, guys. Thank you. So what's up? Yeah, good to be here. My first time. Yeah. So I've been growing this beard, and I need to shave it because it's giving people the wrong impression. Like the other day, I was sitting outside of Whole Foods on a curb, and this guy walks up to me. He's like, "Hey, buddy, I don't have any spare change on me, but would you like the rest of my turkey sandwich?" I was like, "Dude, I'm vegan." And he walks away mad. I'm like, "I'm just kidding. I'm just gluten-free." But yeah, I mean, at the grocery store, the prices are ridiculous now. So I'm thinking about, maybe growing my own food to make myself a nice, hot meal. So I bought a gardening book. And in this gardening book, there's no chapter for nice, hot pockets or hot flaming Cheetos. I don't know what to do.
Can't grow Cheetos?
No, you sprinkle them in the dirt. Hopefully, something will sprout. But no, it's crazy because prices at the grocery store they're getting ridiculously high, and I'm looking at the package of these chickens and turkeys. I'm thinking, why don't we just dial it back on the health things? I'm all for animal rights, but I'm looking at this package of chicken and turkeys, and they're saying, raised on a farm, antibiotic free, and meanwhile I'm here locked in the city, on my 3rd booster shot. If we're in competition, the birds are winning, because I'm not. Damn it. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's freaking crazy. Like I was reading this package, this turkey the other day, and it's like they named them all so they can, talk to them, teach them. It gives them a better quality of life for some reason. I'm reading this package, it's like, they name them like Bradford or something. It's like Bradford reads at an 8th grade level. And I'm like, so what? I read at a 10th grade level. So, And it's like, Bradford went to Princeton. That's so overrated. But then he got me, because I kept reading, he's like, was in a relationship for longer than 6 months. Damn you, Bradford! Damn, that joke kills at Trader Joe's. Keon knows what's up. Yeah. I mean, maybe I could afford these prices if I got a better job, but I'm super disgruntled at work, so I was thinking about maybe I'll get a job where I can yell at the customer and they can't tell that I'm yelling at them. For instance, maybe work at like a marijuana dispensary. Here's your weed. Go put that in your pipe and smoke it. Maybe work at like Taco Bell. Here's your burrito. Go blow it out your ass! But I think the best would be to work at a sex store. Here's your flavored condoms. Go suck a dick. My roommate, he's actually more disgruntled than me. He's like leaving to work in the morning. I'm like, no, man, they're going to do fine. You're going to go, you're going to kill, you're going to knock it dead, you're going to knock him dead. He's a nurse. Speaking of jobs, I was on this interview the other day, and I show up, right? And the guy's like, why didn't you bring in your resume? I was like, I sent it in 2 weeks ago when I applied for the job. It's like, why don't you print it out? Jeez, do I have to do everything around here? And it's like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'm like, well, dude, there's like probably 2 scenarios. One, I get your job and I fire your incompetent ass. 2, I start a union and I form a revolt. What are your strengths and your weaknesses? We all love that question. Let's see here. Well, I'm late to work every day. I hate everyone I work with. And I probably only do about 15 minutes of real work. And now for my weaknesses. This one guy, he called me in for the position, and he already gave the job to someone else, which is pretty crazy. And I was like, why the hell did you call me in anyways? What, you don't think my time's valuable? I don't have a job? He's like, well, yeah, I just wanted to meet you in case the position opens up. I was like, come on, dude, like, who's this freaking turkey gave the job to? He's like, well, he was raised on a farm, went to Princeton, was in a relationship for 5, 6 months. I was like, damn you, Bradford! Can I do my 5 minutes a little later on? Because I really have to use the bathroom. I drink so much coffee. Is that cool?
Oh, yeah.
All right, thanks. I'm just going to stop at this 5 minutes and do my next 5 minutes. I drink so much coffee. I appreciate it, guys. I'll be back.
I've never seen
Yeah.
that. I've never seen
Bathroom break.
Sorry.
Okay.
Taking a break.
Alex going to the bathroom, everybody. Hey, we're live. We're live, and when you gotta go, right? Can't hold that shit. What's going on with you, Johnny? Are you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Johnny. Johnny, everyone, the headliner.
Yes, I am the headliner. V, let me be the headliner.
Oh, nice,
By the way,
nice.
looking
See,
pretty
we're
nice.
giving audience here.
She's a chameleon,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
She has
Give it
something
up
to
for
look.
V.
V is in the house.
V is in the house, and we're bringing her up next. Are you ready? Okay. Give it up for V.
Keep it going for Allie, everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys agree with me? I think she's beautiful, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I took pictures of her and showed her how beautiful I thought she was because the picture was beautiful. She saw somebody else. I don't know who she was looking at. Girl, you're gorgeous. Gorgeous. I don't talk to ugly people. I don't. But yeah, you were saying the pandemic is over. People believe it's over. What's over is the fact that we think we could die from a common cold. We're back to knowing that all this shit is just a common cold. Vitamin C, rest, don't go to work, and then you're good, right? We're back to that, hopefully. But yeah, some people still have us in masks, corporate living, and all of that. And mask living is still real. Gosh, I don't know what I think really, but I just remember back when the pandemic started. Remember that? Remember we were scared out of our minds.
20 years old.
Yep.
What are the names?
Ozzy and Red. Yep. Oh yeah, Jewish cowboy. Go figure. What are the odds? Anyway, I don't have that much to do, so I'll tell you one thing I just want to say about my wife used to teach autistic and Down syndrome high school. I don't know if you know Miller School in the Valley. That she used to teach there, and she made no money. I mean, zero. I mean, literally $34,000 a year. So she started doing. It's like hundreds of thousands of people that do this shit, and honestly, it is so fucking weird. So my wife used to watch this shit to relax, and she says, you know, I think I can do this myself. I mean, it's not a big deal. And now my wife is a lot younger than I am, so don't you think she's a 64-year-old woman doing this? She's a lot younger, and she's very, very attractive. So when she does it, you know, she's got a big following now. She's got over 20,000 followers that follow her and shit. And what she does, literally, it's, you know, she'll wear something nice and she'll scratch with her thing and she'll do a story and this and that. So she left her job because now she's making 3 times of what she was making in less than a year. Yeah. But here's the crazy shit is, my family said, oh, she's not working. What's she doing? She scratches herself. It's the best way to describe it. I mean, that's what she does for a living, but basically. But she did love teaching at Miller. I mean, she really did.
That's a bit, you have to say.
No, I know.
She scratches herself.
She does.
It's very relaxed.
I know.
And that's your punchline.
Yeah, but I just want to mention that
Because it's interesting.
I know
I never heard
she
of
loved teaching the students. She used to take them all, you know, road trips and shit. All right, I mentioned those because I don't have that much to do. All right, this is shit that I wrote a long time ago. Never read it, so here you go. All right, so recently, I got mugged.
Oh, no.
I know, lost $80, but wasn't hurt. Just scared shitless. At the time, oh fuck, God, I wish I knew self-defense, you know, with the very least wore diapers. So I looked into it, right? I found this karate studio about 30 minutes away from me. They had a deal. $500, 12 lessons, hand-to-hand, actual hand-to-hand contact with a black belt. Or I found another place to learn how to box. Studio was about 25 minutes from me. They had a deal also. $400, 10 lessons, actual sparring with a former heavyweight contender. Turns out the best deal, getting mugged. It was cheaper, less pain, and the best part, the mugger came to me. My wife's into this health food bullshit, right? So she asked me to pick up brown eggs from Whole Foods. Now, I grew up in the 60s, all right? There were no brown eggs in the 60s. Where do brown eggs even come from? I mean, what part of the chicken spout these things out of? Why am I the only one that questions that the chicken is white, the rooster is white, and the eggs are brown? You think at the very least, the rooster would have like a Maury Povich, what the fucking query for the chicken. Obviously, that chicken likes black cocks. And what a rip-off these things are. It's like $9 a dozen. I mean, they come from organically fed, cage-free chickens. I should have known. The box cover got a picture of chickens on the beach in Barbados playing volleyball. I'm paying double for eggs to send those chickens to camp. When I lived alone, I shopped at Costco. Eggs, $1.99 are gross. Now, obviously the quality wasn't the same. The box cover had a picture of chickens digging the dishes at Auschwitz. Chickens had to pick which eggs to give up in a Sophie's Choice moment. Yeah, I wish Costco treated their chickens better, but you know what? If I gotta pay more, fuck them, keep them digging. I'm 64. I don't relate to music today. I mean, seriously, not just because I can't hear it. It's because the lyrics are aimed at young people. Like, for example, rappers, they sing about, you know, violence and banging bitches and shit like that. Why? Because they don't got the balls to touch the really risky subjects like Medicare and Social Security. Now, I like Sinatra, all right? Ever since I was a kid. My favorite song was It was a very good year. It's about a song, guy's at the end of his life, reminiscing about all the good years he had. And it starts off, when I was 17, it was a very good year. Then he goes sings about when he was 21 and 35 and why they were all good years. And then the song's over. When I was young, I didn't understand why the song ended at 35. Now that I'm older, I get it. After 35, the shitty years start. And nobody wants to sing about when I was 44, my ex-wife's lawyer said she wanted more. I should have killed that greedy whore. When I was 53, found blood in my stool, hence a colonoscopy. Doctor drilled me like I was Liberace. When I was 68, took an hour and a half just to urinate. God damn my swollen prostate. Wish my life would terminate. When I was 68. They just don't write music like that anymore. I don't know, I did this thing, I'll just read it off. When the hell did paper towels start costing more than my first car? I mean, literally, I went to the supermarket, it's like $18 a package. It's ridiculous, like for small spills, I just use the end of my shirt. Why do you think they cost so much? Because they're quilted with floral prints? I mean, my paper towels look better than my couch. And I gotta admit, that when I'm using it to pick up a steaming pile of my dog shit off the rug, thanks to the floral design in here, I'm in a botanical garden. Why did it have to be quilted? Who's coming? Who am I impressing? Who's coming to my house thinking, oh, he's doing well. Look at those paper towels. Now the question is, do I buy the individual roll, or do I save money and go with the bulk package? You know, the ones that are like the size of a steamer trunk. I got to buy a flatbed truck with two shirkers to get it. Takes up the whole cart. I got room for maybe some basil. Now, if I buy the large package, it's cheaper because it's quantity. The hard part is, what's the better deal? The 5 large rolls that equals 8 normal rolls, or the 8 large rolls that equal 12 normal rolls? I'm trying to remember high school algebra in the middle of Ralph's. Comparing fractions. Is the numerator or the denominator supposed to be the same? That's about making it easier. 1 roll equals 1 roll. That's it. All right, I told you it was quick.
Am I in your seat?
No.
No.
There's no such
You
thing.
blew off all those minutes and then you have like useless material. I just couldn't.
Small
David's got the jokes. Come on, he wrote them down. He brought them in. Give it up for David, doing the work, a real grit, the cowboy, the Jewish cowboy with 2 horses and a thing for paper towels. Give it up. They are expensive. Inflation is on the rise. Are you guys ready to grow food? Like Maddie said, are you ready to have a garden and grow your own food? Yeah, everyone's getting to that point, right? It's the apocalypse. Are you ready for the apocalypse?
No.
I think we need to go back. We're so bad at consumerism. You wonder why the train tracks down in downtown LA look like the shit. There's fucking boxes everywhere because people just go on Amazon and they're like, I gotta buy this, I gotta buy that, I gotta buy that. And then the train comes and it's all these packages of worthless shit and the tweakers go out and they just start digging through this shit. They're robbing trains. We're back in the Wild West. Are we not? Cowboy? We're in the Wild West. I'm from Montana. I get it. I know. People are like, oh, you're from Montana. Do you have an accent? When I first got to California, they're like, do you have an accent? And I said, I don't know what that means. What are you talking about? And she said, well, you know, like, do you have, like, an accent? I'm like, no, I talk normally. You're weird. I'm normal. You're the weird one. Vocal fry. What's with the vocal fry? I don't get it with the girls. They go, up. They go, what? Right? Everything's got the up on the end. I was going to the store the other day. What I'm saying is, it's hard to make friends out here. I'm on my own. I had no friends. Suna's like my only friend. I'm like a loser. And I just sit at home.
That's a good friend.
That's a good friend. I watch Citizen and I watch the scanners. I'm up on all the scanners. Go on Twitter. You got LA Scanner. You got the Valley Scanner. You got Downtown Scanner.
You gotta go on Eventbrite.
What's that?
Eventbrite.
Oh, like go to a show?
There's just like there's like groups of people like
Talking? Like
That's
meetup?
like social meetup. Oh no, meetup.
Oh, meetup.
It's like
Yeah,
it's like a
event.
gathering where everyone is like
Meetup.
trying to meet people. It's like networking type of shit.
Isn't that kind of weird though? You just show up, you're like, I'm
They do
vulnerable, I
like-
need friends.
They do like group, you know, like hiking.
Group
You could-
hangout, go hiking.
You could see those.
Right, they're all hiking, they're getting together going hiking.
You could take
What other activities? I'm trying to figure out what activities are Los Angeles people into. I just want to find out. Oh, yeah, I
There's a
don't
group
do.
for everything.
I don't do yoga.
Music.
I like going to theme parks. Anyone
There's
with a
people that
theme
like
park?
theme park. Everyone like.
Are there theme park meetups?
I bet.
Probably.
Oh, dude, I need a roller coaster partner. Can we get in on the roller coasters?
And you're probably gonna have a meetup.
Do you guys go to the pier in Santa Monica? One time I was like, I'm going to the pier. Like, yeah, you are from out of town. Nobody goes there. It's fun there. I rode the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You gotta find things to do here. I don't know. I'm friendless in Los Angeles. Okay. Who do we got coming up here? Who can I pick
Second
on?
5 minutes?
You wanna do?
I can wait.
Or we can give it up for Anya. You wanna come up? All right, give it up for the comedy of the one and only Anya.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. I like your I don't know, like the hat thing. My do-rag? Yeah. Good looks. Ah, man. Alright, let's get it.
I feel like some people were like not sure if it was really me or not. Like I cut my hair off. It was like I just woke up and did it type shit. Like last time I had a dream, I had short hair and I woke up and got my hair cut. This time there's no dream. I just woke up and was like, fuck this shit. Like I was tired of it. But before I cut my hair, I took it on a trip. I went to San Francisco. That was cool. The Bay, right? I had my LA hat when I touched down. My friend was like, oh my God, you need to take that off. Like, they're going to be tripping on you. I'm like, I don't even watch baseball, bro. I do not give a fuck. Like,
Right.
sports boring as fuck. I'm sorry, wake up, guys. Do not waste your time. But I was out there, and I actually stayed with my friend and her fiance. I stayed with them because I was like thinking about, you know, going to a hotel initially. Because I used my flight credit to go there. Because I was supposed to go to Jamaica last year. I canceled it. Had the flight credit. It expired next month. So I was like, let me just use it on this trip. So I was like, oh, free trip. So let me maybe splurge on a hotel. They wanted like $720-something for 3 nights.
Yeah.
That shit is...
Good. 3 nights?
3 nights? I'm leaving the third day. I'm not even sleeping in it that third day. That's just ridiculous. I'm like, if I pay that price, I can't do nothing else.
That's
You feel me?
That's cheap though.
That's not cheap.
I work in a hotel.
You work in a hotel?
Yeah, in San Francisco, 3 nights, 700.
Oh my God, that is not cheap.
Very good deal.
Was it 3 nights then?
Yeah, because that's like 180.
Yeah, that's great.
Well, y'all must be balling there, because I'm not trying to spend $700 on 3 nights in there. That's just ridiculous to me. I'm not paying $200 a night. And then also, I'm not that close to anything I'm trying to do. Like, I'm close to the airport and nothing else. And the airport's not even in San Francisco.
Right.
It's in San Bruno. So that's why I'm paying that price. So maybe y'all understand that now I gotta pay the extra to get the Ubers. I thought it out, y'all. I was not paying that. Basically.
Hotels.com. Did you try that?
I already took the trip, y'all. Why we give me advice? All right, we get the jokes off. All right, chill out. The trip is done. I'm back. This is the final trip my hair took. Let's relax. So for the joke's sake. It was $700 for 1 night. Oh my God, Anya, it's so much, right?
Yeah, make it 1 night.
So I'm like, thank you. So I'm like, so $7 for 1 night. I literally can't do nothing else. You feel me? I gotta be in the room for the entire vacation. You feel me? Like, I'm gonna have to be, like, I can't leave the hotel at any point.
Right.
I'll be drinking the bath water, eating the pillows. Like, I can't eat nothing else either. I don't got money for nothing else. You feel me? And when I leave, I'm taking everything up out of here. You feel me? I'm taking the soap, the shampoo, the remote. Why? I don't know. The Bible. My friend asked me the other day. She was like, "When did you feel like you knew you liked girls?" Right? I was like, that's a crazy question, you know, because I feel like I was really early on liking girls. Like my friends was like, oh man, girls have cooties. I'm like, what? She bad, bro. What are you talking about? You feel me? Like, I did not care about none of that. And I knew I really like girls because I grew up doing shit like to try to show girls that I like them. Like, let's say PE was over or something and we all run into the water fountain and I'm like the second fastest dude, you feel me? So I'm in there, you feel me? I'm in there early. And shorty walk up, oh, can I cut in front of you? I'm like, yeah, of course you can, girl. You know, come on, get you some water, you know, you feel me? Don't forgive me, you know, what we had in this moment, you feel me? It's small shit. And then the girls, I noticed, like, I like girls, they do shit the guys don't do it consistently. Like stay clean, shower, wash their hands, you feel me? Like, I went out with the homie the other day, and I like to test my homie sometimes. Why? Because I'm just like that. I'm like, hey, bro, what color was the soap in the bathroom? And when they come back, just ask. They could lie, but you be like, oh, let me go to the bathroom quick. And like, now they gotta live with that. That's crazy. Like, why would you lie about that? I'm traumatized. That's a true story. But basically, I'm like, and girls, they'll go to the water fountain, and they'll get water in like a reasonable amount. They're like, thank you, and they be done. Dudes, we don't know. It's like we never had water before. Like, my homie like gulping the water, putting the hand under, like, bro, are you showering? What the fuck is going on? It should be outrageous, but I don't know. It's really cool. I just got a new job, another new job, right? I feel like every time I come up here, I got a new job. I am really short with these jobs. I treat them like, I don't know, like they are jobs. I do not care about it. I be really in and out of these shits. Like, man, it's ridiculous. But now I'm a substitute teacher, and I love it because the kids don't have time to really hate me. So it's always like they're happy to see you. You know, you get the best part of teaching when you're a sub because it's so temporary. Like, by the end of the day, they love you. Little kids, 4th graders today, one kid wrote me a book. Wrote me a book, right? He's in 4th grade, though. So let me let you know what the book says. Page 1, why Mr. Anya is the best. Oh, wow. Page 1, Mr. Anya is the GOAT. The GOAT, the greatest of all time. I just let this kid play computer games, and I'm the greatest of all time. Like, that's crazy. It was that easy. You feel me? Next page. Mr. Anya is the best in big letters. The next page. Facts! Exclamation point. I was like, this is the best book ever, bro. They need to sign this dude. Like, he's next up. You feel me? Like Shakespeare, watch out, bro. This is next up, bro. This is it. It don't get no better than this. You feel me? I was feeling this. That's the end of the book. He's in 4th grade. You feel me? It's only like 4 pages, little stapled together. It was cute, though. But man, let me see how much time I got left. Let me look when you're out. I'm at 4. I'm at 4.
No, like you have 4 left.
4 minutes.
Oh, okay, I'm doing 10.
Right.
Ah, cool.
You did 6.
Cool. Yeah, hey, I'm cool with it. I'm vibing. Let's talk about weed then. Why not? Let's talk about drugs. Let's get serious, guys. My last job was really cool, and I consider it to be a really lit job. Mostly because I was high all the time. Honestly, that really made it very lit for me. And people are always like, how do you do that, bro? Like, are you smoking in the bathrooms and stuff? Like, no, that's amateur hour. I'm going all in. I'm taking edibles throughout the shift. You feel me? I'm going where I need to go. And it's amazing. And people are always like, oh man, like sometimes people are like against that. Like, why? You know, are you smoking weed, bro? Why are you doing weed? I'm like, I do it for the community, bro. Like, it's bigger than me. You feel me? Because I go to these weed shops and I'm paying cash. I get that change. I'm taking it back to the neighborhoods, and I'm spreading it to the homeless community, blessing them, allowing them to eat. You feel me? This is bigger than me, okay? I don't do this for myself, you know? And also, I went to church growing up, so I'm getting higher to get closer to the Lord, you feel me? Because in church, you could walk in, smelling like that, so it's okay. And one thing that's really pretty crazy about going to the weed shop and trying to give to the homeless community all the time is when I had this one situation, I was leaving the weed shop. And this dude, he walked up to me, he was like, weed or meth? And I was like, excuse me, sir, what'd you say? He's like, weed or meth? So, weed or meth? Hold on, what? And I'm like, and that question bothered me for several reasons, you know. Weed or meth? First of all, those are two totally different vibes. I feel like you gotta choose a side. You can't be smoking meth, listening to Wiz Khalifa. You gotta pick and choose. That's probably why you're on the street right now, bro. You gotta pick where you wanna go. And then do I look like I got meth on me? You feel me? Like, is this the meth giver outfit? Like, I was on my way to work. Like, I have my uniform on. Like, is this? It was tripping me out. And then do I look like I got a bounty of meth? Like, I got meth to share? Is meth a shareable drug? I've never been offered meth. Like, now you with your homies chilling, like, what you finna get into, bro? Shit, I'm finna buzz down this meth, bro. You trying to tap in? Like, yeah, no. I'm not trying to tap in, bro. It's not the vibe at all for me. It's not it. And then, like I said again, like, you can't walk in church smelling like meth, but you can walk in smelling like weed. That's okay. That's allowed. That's normalized. I don't know. I think I'm cool on time now. I feel like I'm at 10 or 9 now. We'll give that minute back to the room. I feel like we have 2 more people, or 1 more person. 1.5. 2.5. All right, cool. Yeah, 2.5 more people. I'll get that minute back to the room. I'll pay first. Still, I don't care. All right, it's all love. Get out of here.
No math.
Yeah, no
I
math.
got all my teeth.
Your
I
teeth
got
are
all
gonna
my
fall
teeth.
out, but nobody will be able to tell because the masks are on, David, right?
The water fountain. That's a major
Stay low key. Don't get high. Don't get high. You're gonna end up on the street. Speaking of being a teacher, I tried to get involved in juvenile hall, and because I'm sober and I want to go to juvie so I can do meetings in juvie, but I had to get the vaccine to get into juvie because you can't be spreading that shit around. And then I saw Los Angeles Juvenile Hall downtown. I've been watching videos and shit, and it looks kind of scary. The guy that started the Crips went there, right? What's his name? Tukey Williams. He started the Crips. He was in Los Angeles Juve. Anyone been to the justice system in downtown LA? It's scary. I got a DUI, that's why I'm sober. I got arrested and I got thrown in Twin Towers. You guys know what that is? No. Don't go to jail. Then I was a woman and they were like, in order to do your sentence, you can either pay this fine or go do your time at Linwood. You know what Linwood is? The women's prison in freaking, it's not in Compton, but it's in one of those towns down south of the 10, right? Anyway, what I'm trying to say about the kids, they need positive influence. So give it up for Anye for putting time into the kids. Nobody does that, right? Everybody's selfish. Like, if I can't get money, I'm not going there. Right? Teachers don't make any money. How sad is it the most important people in our society do not make any money? And then the users and abusers that are up in the top 1%, they become president. All that shit, right? Can I get a red Ferrari for Trump, everybody? Yeah. Red Ferrari, zooming down. So you ever seen these Ferraris zooming down? Okay, I'm a concierge. I work in a hotel. That's why I was telling you that. It was cheap to go to San Bruno for $700 for 3 nights because I grew up in the Bay Area. I know San Bruno. They try to put the hotels by the airport to make it look like a nice area. You're in the hood down there. San Bruno's the hood. If you fly into Oakland, it looks really nice, but go down the wrong street and don't be too white, is what I'm trying to say. If you want to be white on the bus, you got to look crazy as shit. People are like, you're kind of a tomboy. You're kind of a tomboy. I'm like, yeah, I've been taking public transportation my whole fucking life, dude. I can't be walking around with my ass and tits out with these lips that look like I could do some damage. You can't be walking around like that. You got to concave your chest on the bus. You got to look like a dude, unless you're in West Hollywood. And then they like the dudes, so you got to be back to the girls, right? Anyways, okay, who wants to come up? We got, Susan, you want to go up?
Who's in front of me?
Well, we got Maddie with another 5.
And then that's it?
And then we got Johnny, the headliner.
Oh, hey!
Hey, give it up for Johnny.
Whatever you want.
Let's bring Maddie up for a second 5. Okay, cool. Everyone give it up back for Maddie to finish his stories about gardens.
Gardens.
You!
Allie, thank you. I can definitely relate to when you're talking about, no friends and whatnot, because,
thank you so much.
Very well.
It's really popular these days to go on, dates by yourself. I tried to go on a self date, I got stood up. No, but it is popular to go on dates by yourself these days, and but when friends ask, I just say I'm on a regular date, so I don't sound like a loser. And when they ask me how it went, I'm like, well, we had a lot in common. I think this one's a keeper. You know, and then one of my friends, he's like, yo, did you get lucky? I had to think for a minute. I was like, actually, I did. And then he gets high-fiving me, right? And I'm high-fiving him, and I'm all excited. I want to impress him. I'm like, oh yeah, and actually, I got lucky in the morning too. And they cooked me breakfast. They filed down the corners of my feet, popped the pimples on my back. And my friend's like, whoa! Sounds like you got a stage 5 clinger. You got to get rid of this person. I'm like, no, I'm taking him to the grave. We even finished each other's sandwiches, right? And then my friend's like, they sound kinky. He goes, tag me in, bro. If anybody ever goes, tag me in, bro, you just clap your hands, you leave that conversation. There is never a tag me in, bro moment. So then he's like, well, it sounds like you're going to be with this person for a very, very long time. I want to meet them. Oh, let's go on a double date. So I'm freaking out, because little does he know, I'm going to be his third wheel. Yeah. So I agreed to go on the date, because, you know, I'm going on a self date. So I show up, and it turns out he's on a self date too. And we're dating each other. And, because I'm lazy, that's how I found out I'm gay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that joke kills the church, too. Yeah, dating's hard. I mean, like the other day I was reading this article, and it's actually a real article. There's a bunch of women in there, and like dating engaged to ghosts. Real article. You know how hard it is out there? And now I can compete with ghosts? I mean, there's probably a lot of ghosts out there, right? I don't know, is there? I mean, I'm guessing, yeah. I mean, what if a guy died 200 years ago? How am I going to live up to a chick that likes older men? Probably quieter than me, knows how to disappear. So I think I'm going to get ahead of it. I'm going to monetize it. I'm going to make a dating app for women who want to date ghosts. Yeah. I'm between 3 names. Maybe you guys can, you know, I'll judge by your applause or laughter or whatever. Okay, first name, Ghost Lusters.
Like it.
Okay. Second, you're dead to me. Third, Resurrection. Resurrection. Alright, maybe the Ghost Lusters. Yeah, now you can be ghosted by a ghost. Yeah. So, I'm going to be very vulnerable right now. I'll tell you guys a story. Maybe it happened to you, you know? Has anybody ever shown up at a party and they're wearing the exact same outfit as the baby? So I show up to this day party, right? And I'm wearing like this navy blue sweatshirt, green sweatpants, you know, there's a lot of athletic wear kind of sweatpants like those. And I walk in this party, right? And then it was like, whoo, deafening silence. Kind of like here. And then people are looking at me. They're looking at the baby, looking at me, looking back at the baby. And someone just breaks the silence. Some asshole's like, here's my shopping baby dab. I didn't know what to say. I was like, great minds dress alike. And the mom, she could see I was sweating. She could see I was so embarrassed. She's like, don't worry. You know, I'll take off the baby sweatshirt. He has an undershirt on. I was like, no, that's okay. I have an undershirt on. I'll take off my sweatshirt. And,
30 seconds.
Okay, good. So the mom, she takes off the baby's sweatshirt. I take off my sweatshirt. Another whoo, deafening silence. Me and the baby have the exact same undershirt on. What are the freaking odds? It's a to-do list. 3 things on the to-do list. They read, take a nap, poop your pants, and suck on some titties.
Yeah.
And then the mom, she got the got milk shirt on. She's a MILF. Then she gives me a wink, and I look at that baby, I go, tag me in, bro! Thank you!
twinning with the baby. Twinning with the baby. What's going on? Oh, okay. You want to go next? I thought you were gonna go last. Okay, we got a big fish. Bring it up, Johnny. Give it up for Johnny. Get mad.
So I'm just here for a second, not for very long. You were wonderful tonight, by the way. You're from my hometown, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yes, that was my father's hometown as well. He used to, what do you call, race pigeons. You know those guys? They had clubs that race pigeons from the, right? You don't remember, right?
Well, they didn't do it by my neighborhood.
No, but they should. Why? Pigeons would be dead. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
I know. Brooklyn's like that because you really don't know one neighborhood from the next. You know, did I hear you correctly? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, just in case I need this tape for my agent. Keep it up, Allie. Allie, did I hear you correctly? What's your name?
Maddie.
Maddie, just listen. Seriously. I love you, man, because, listen, trust me, I am the biggest fan of your hat. I love it. I love your hat. Did someone say to you, Allie, who's left, and did I hear this correctly? And I could be wrong, because I have a complex, a short man's complex. He's the one that said I should have that, and it would make me funnier. Did you say there are 2.5?
Yeah.
Who was the half?
Well, Maddie had 5 more minutes.
Yeah. You see?
Remember he
Don't
was-
have a complex, because you always think it's you. See?
Right.
I made my point. That wasn't a point. I'm still feeling with that clown over there. You know, I'm so happy to be here because I do need a lot of help. I'm doing a show in Las Vegas called Famous in Las Vegas. And it's really just about me, trying to reclaim my fame. At one point, I was a very famous guy on a reality show called Scott Baio's 45 and Single, and I was seriously hated, and you can relate, hated by millions who then the second season wanted to help me because they felt they could fix me. You know that guy. You're that guy, in a way, right? No. You're that guy. You feel like you can be fixed, or you should be fixed. But the funny thing is, the millions that were watching it decided they're going to tune in to Johnny V again because they wanted to help me. First, they bury me, they destroy me, they shoot me in the back, and then the next year, they want to help me. Isn't that funny? Mm-hmm. Not that funny. But I do remember Kutches, and I do remember Concord. You've never heard of that. That's, what do you call that area? Catskills, a very famous place. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Sure, come on, you're 21. How would you know anything about anything except that you have good hats in your closet? I'm kidding, you're fucking funny. And what I'm going to do, one of my producers is actually working, it's a collaborating, he's one of the execs of Home Improvement. I don't know if you know Billy Ryback, but he was a comic and now he became the co-exec because he's a joke guy. He knows how to, he's fabulous. So I've teamed up with him and he's going to create my wonderful monologue, which is what I want to practice here with Sunda, who loves me a lot. She loves me a lot because who the fuck would put up with this shit? Seriously. Oh, Ali again went, yeah, right, Johnny, exactly. She did say half and she meant me, by the way. I know. I have a better complex than you. Trust me. When I'm in a movie theater and you hear the phone ring, you ever do this? Yeah, and you think it's for you. You think everything that's happening in front of you in your life is about you. But you're not well. You're obviously missing a coin. Allie agrees with that too. Listen, Anya, I did it right? Now I got no problem. At least I'm learning names here, if nothing else. Sundar, I love you. Hey, this School of Comedy is such a great place. I love Sundar for many years. But I do need your help. So if you find it in your heart to help me, I need stuff when in Vegas to help me reclaim. And I get to talk to a lot of people like Penn and Teller and Copperfield and Rich Little, who I'm a huge fan of, and Lovitz and a lot of other performers because they're helping me. And so forth. So it's great fun for me because obviously I could sit here and talk to nobody in this fucking place. Ali could be like down the street getting a ticket, and I would still talk. Listen, thank you for hearing me, and I love it. Shit, you're beautiful. See, beautiful tonight. Seriously, you made me, you know, feel.
There's somebody behind me.
Feel something. You made me feel something, and you were
Could be
wonderful.
gas. You don't know.
And I already know you ahead of time. Say, hey, your hair looks cool tonight, man. Very
Thank
cool.
you.
I can't wait to hear your set. And thank you, everybody, for having me. Please help me if you can. You know the song? How's it go?
Which one?
Better help me. What song would you sing?
The
Come on. Yeah, with the words "help me" in it. Guys,
The
please.
Beatles. Help.
Yes, yes, yes. You know what I was thinking. Why don't you just sing it for me?
I don't know the words.
Help me if you can. Come on, everybody.
I'm feeling bad.
Just sing it, please, for 5 seconds for camera. Come on. Help me. Come on. Come on, everybody. Look, Anya's going like, get the fuck
I
out of here.
don't know the song.
Doesn't matter. Help me if I can. I need some. You know it. I know you know it. I
I've
need
heard
some.
it, but I don't know
No,
the
don't
words.
even think about it. Well, it's a Beatles song. It's "Help Me If You Can," and this is what life is about, because you could very well be surrounded with people that, seriously, they have ghosted you in front of you. You're ghosted by people you think were there for you. So what do you do? What are you going to do? You go to the next guy, and you create success for yourself, right? I'm an entertainment life coach by Anya. If you need any help at all, give me a call. 800 Johnny Loves You. Do that for me, okay? Guys, thank you very much, and thank you for great sets, and God bless. Peace.
Yeah.
Hey, sundown! I'm here at the stove, for God's sake. What more can I say? Get out of here, JV. Crashin' Johnny V. You know my Instagram?
Yeah, where can we find you?
Excuse me?
Where can we find you?
CRASHIN Johnny V.
Okay.
JOHNLYV. Ali?
Yep.
I fucking love you.
Crash and Johnny V. Go
You're
to
gonna sing the song.
Go to Instagram and look up Crashin' Johnny V, everybody. I'm so happy to be here. This is such a supportive room, you guys. We wouldn't want to be anywhere else. This is where we get to practice, like we said in the beginning, and we're going to infiltrate. Are we going to infiltrate?
Yeah.
Nobody's listening. What's going on? It's not that late, right? Okay, Johnny, we got Johnny going to Vegas. He's going to give us all a good word. He's going to be like, Susan is the best. He's going to put your name in the ear of somebody that's going to be like, give her a contract. And they're going to call you on the phone. They're going to be like, all your troubles are going away, Susan. You're going to Hollywood. And then you get to Hollywood and everyone has a shopping cart. I don't get that. Why do they say you're going to Hollywood? It's like, this is the armpit of America. What is going on here? I was at the Laugh Factory the other night and I met a comic. I was outside just trying to meet people and I was like, hey, are you a comic? He's like, he brought out his microphone. He had it in his bag. He's like, yeah, I'm a comic. He's like, let me give you my number. And he walked over to his shopping cart, got 2 phones out of a shopping cart, and said, I'm a comedian, but I was kicked out of the Laugh Factory. Is that what we have to look forward to? That's what I'm asking. Are we going to be pulling our jokes out of shopping cart in the next... Where are we going with this? That's what I want to know. Are we going to Vegas? Are we going somewhere? Are we getting network television shows? I don't know. I made fun of Johnny, and I said, Vegas is the graveyard of Hollywood. Is that the truth? I don't know. It's weird there. Don't you think? Speaking of meth, everyone's on meth in Vegas. Can we agree on that? Especially the performers. Give it up for Carrot Top. He's in Vegas, right? He's the best. He's actually a genius. I don't know if you've seen his act, but it's so underrated. And we ought to give each other support. So on that note, let's bring Susan up. Give her the 10 minutes. Everybody give it up for Susan.
Yay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I so appreciate it. I forgot to get a Kleenex. I'm sorry, darling. They keep calling your do-rag a hat, don't they? Okay. Oh, is this like disinfectant spray?
It's right
Yeah.
here.
Oh, my God.
You can spray the mic.
Oh, thank you. Let's see if this even, if I can straighten up. Let's see. I feel like something fell. No, it wasn't it was one of my titties, maybe. So, yeah, they said that you don't have to wear mask anymore, while you're indoors. I don't know who these people are who said that. I don't know them. Does anybody know them? Did Dr. Fauci come on and say don't wear a mask while you're indoors? Did he?
I think it might have been Carrot Top.
It might have been Carrot Top. This this head is growing, isn't it? Is there a lot on here? Ooh. There's like a ton.
Just keep putting them over him.
Uh-oh. I think I went too far. Has anybody ever gone too far? I went too far.
You didn't give it up.
Well, now I'm gonna really, you see this thing here?
Yeah.
It's like stuck now. What is it like not supposed to come off?
Right.
Akil, is this the story? Why did it come off?
Let me turn it off.
We can hear you too if you want to.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, if you want to do acapella.
You know, I don't know why anybody would want to sleep with me.
Oh, because this is like a reenactment?
Exactly.
It's fun. Hey, it's fun.
By that time, the mood is
We
over.
finally got it.
The
We've all
mood
felt,
is
we've all had
over.
that experience.
I didn't do the whole thing, but anyway, I know you're talking about going to jail. I forgot. This doesn't work for me, right? Okay, I have to do it like that. And did I turn this? I didn't even turn it on in the right direction. I'm sorry, Love Sunday. I just can't afford her prices right now. I'm most interested in the, listening to what I'm saying. I think that's most important is for me to hear, listen. Let me pull this down for you, just so you know that I'm underneath here. So yeah, I really want to be married. And I've been trying to get married since I was like, 12. I made a list of bridesmaids and stuff, They've changed all along the way because some of them have died and others I just don't like anymore. And some are just bitches. But, so my list has changed. My sister, because I wanted to pattern my life after my sister. And please give it up for my sister. My sister passed away, and today is her birthday. So, so happy birthday, Cheryl, up in heaven. But, Cheryl and I were polar opposites. I had a lot of, humor, and I was the funny one. She was always very serious. She graduated from college when I was 9, okay? And so she ended up getting pregnant, and my brother and I told on her. But she, had her own place. She'd graduated. She had a job. She had a car. She had, she freaking lived across the street. So it was like she moved into the apartment complex across the street from us, so she wasn't far. But I told her, I said she got pregnant, and we're little kids. We're just like, oh my God, Cheryl is pregnant. And my father's like, what? So my brother and I told on her. So finally, when she admitted that she was pregnant, like in December, she gave birth in March, and she was pregnant with twins. So that was like why we knew she was pregnant, because it was just so big. So I always thought everybody's stomach was like big like that, because that was the first time I ever recognized a pregnant person. I really wasn't paying any attention. But I asked my sister, I said, you know what, if you are, if you lay on your stomach, will your hands and your feet go up? And I thought it was a joke, and I thought it was funny. But, she's just like, well, first of all, Susan, you can't lay on your stomach. I'm like, you're missing the joke. Is this thing on? Anyway, I just wanted to take you back to when I became a comedian, and I got no laughs. But yeah, I've been trying to get married. I was at this place. I'd gone and performed at a location, and this group of guys, they were kind of standing around, and I said, well, what are you doing here? Because I was up at Rikers. I came here from New York. I was at Rikers, and we were doing a show. It was part sketch, part stand-up. I was doing stand-up. And so these guys were just standing around, and one guy was like really cute, and he was talking to me. I said, how are you? What's going on? He came up and was talking to me. He said, no, I'm good, you're good? I said, yeah. I said, well, what are you doing here? He goes, just hanging around, just hanging out. I said, oh, cool, okay. All of a sudden I heard this guy go, hey, 73274, get back in line. I was like, damn. People at Rikers wear their regular clothes. I had no idea. So I'm thinking, first of all, I was afraid to go there in the first place. And so, but I thought they were going to be in striped outfits or one color, something like I saw on TV or in the movies. But no, they were just in regular clothes. And even I couldn't be a pen pal with that guy. Who knows if he could write. Yeah, so I know you guys were looking at the Olympics, some of you, the ice skating, and, the whole problems with the Russian girl, and, she was all doped up and what have you with the steroids and stuff, but they still let her skate. I'm like, what freaking thing? If that was a black skater, the minute they thought, they didn't even test her yet, thought she was taking weed, like you taking weed, she would have been out of there. They would have flown her black ass home so quick, and it would have been over. That's just a joke for me. But anyway, the other skaters, they started having problems, the team, people were throwing folks in the air, and they were like falling and stuff. Everybody was tripping and falling all over. I'm just like, they were under so much pressure after that chick got caught, with the drugs. Anyway, yeah. So, me being a sister from Chicago, by way of New York, by way of Harlem, by way of the Upper West Side, I started hanging out. Well, actually, I learned this actually when I started working with a lot of Caucasian people, I didn't know their verbiage. I didn't know what the frick they were talking about. This guy was in a meeting, and this happened recently. It was like about 4 years ago. I was in a meeting with this guy. He goes, oh my God, if you keep continuing to do this type of stuff like this, what's going to happen? Everything's going to get wonky. I'm like, what the frick is a wonky? I'm from Chicago and Harlem. I don't know what a wonky is. I'm like, that shit rhymes with honky. What does it really mean? These are jokes apparently I made for me. Because I really didn't know what a wonky was. And then they started saying stuff like, yeah, if they don't get it together, they're going to be toast. I'm like, frick, I like toast, especially with butter and jelly on it. What the frick does this mean, this toast business? So a friend of mine told me on the way here, she goes, Susan, the toast means it's burnt. Yeah, but why did they say it's going to be like burnt toast? Well, they don't want to get that whole racial aspect into it and have the NAACP column. I'm like, are you serious? She told me that in the car over because she works in a white area in Indiana. So I didn't know what toast meant. So as, a lot of Caucasian people say they don't understand what black people are talking about. I don't understand what freaking white people are talking about. I just want you to know that, okay? You can call us our Ebonics and whatever else, our slang, because we don't want you to know what we're saying, because they stole our language from the motherland. And, we had different languages in different countries, and we didn't even know, we couldn't even talk to each other. So we had to kind of figure it out, But anyway, so we came up with Ebonics, apparently. We mixed it, And once you guys catch on, we change it up. We got to change it. Oh, they in on it now. We got to change that up. They're starting to understand our language. It ain't going down like that. So, I don't know if I told you guys that I recently, I don't know, some of you have heard this and some of you have not. I joined 23andMe because I wanted to find out exactly where I was from in Africa. Africa, of course, is a continent, and it's so vast. I'm thinking, wow, where could I be from? And I don't know if you've ever seen this before, Anye, but when black people are on YouTube and they're turning on saying, oh, you know, I spit in the little cup and everything, and I sent it out to 23andMe, and now I'm going to find out where I'm from. And is this going to be a big reveal on YouTube? And then they turn it on, and they go, the fuck is this? Wait a minute, something's wrong. Okay, my parents are both black. Their parents were both black, and so on and so on. I mean, I know there probably was some slave stuff happening. What the frick is this? Biracial? Why am I biracial? What the? Okay, listen, I'm gonna have to turn this off and settle this. I gotta make some phone calls. And they literally cut off the YouTube channel. Have you ever seen they cut it off? So, you know, I turned mine on. I didn't want to share with anybody because I wasn't even thinking of that, you know, because I mean, I'm blackity black, you know. I got black people all over my wall. I got Haitian, you know, masks and statues from Nigeria and Ghana all over my place. I have pictures of me and Desmond Tutu, the president of His Highness Paul of Rwanda. I had a picture taken with him. You know, with my parents, they're black. So, I mean, I've got black people everywhere. You know, the this and that. Everybody's black, you know, even the barely blacks, because I have a lot of those too in my family. But we're all black. And I opened that thing up, and it said, your black ass is biracial. So I needed a moment. Well, what the frick is this? I need to make some phone calls. So I'm just here like sharing with everybody. I'm not saying it's bad or good. It is who I am. You know, it's all the places I'm from. You know, and I realize I know. Does that mean I have 1 minute? Okay. I realize it all works out now. It explains itself. You know, I truly love eggplant parmesan, which is why I'm part Italian.
Yeah.
I love croissants, which is why I'm part French. I love corned beef and potatoes, baby. That's why I'm part Irish. You know, there's so many in all the other little countries. I'm going to find other things that I like. But not in Portugal, because they started the slave trade. So I'm not going to like anything they've got. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Give it up for Susan for acknowledging the white race. I know we can't dance. We can't do very much. We're so white. Everybody just puts us in one big category. Oh, white people this, white people that. It's
Well,
like,
you know what? Now I realize why sometimes on the dance floor I lose the beat.
see?
That was part of
now
that
you
too.
know.
Yeah,
But
I
if
know.
you're part
Yeah.
Italian, you're still black because Italians are black, aren't they? Yes,
Yeah,
they
depending on
are.
where you are. Yeah.
Right, right.
Because of the Moors. Yes.
The Moors, exactly.
Yes.
True Romance.
This is
That movie, that movie True Romance?
yeah.
No,
Who did that one?
It was like
Tarantino?
Yeah, they did talk about that in the movie.
Oh,
It
really?
was like a big part of it.
Right, exactly. If you talk to some Italians, they're like, nah, right? I don't know. I'm not from New York. Most of the Italians went to New York, didn't they? Where are they? Where did they migrate to? They came to California, and they're like coastal. They like the coast.
Disneyland.
Not the middle. Yeah, Disneyland. Walt Disney. Wasn't he Italian?
He was Italian.
He was Italian, right? The mob created everything. I'm from San Francisco. They run the Golden Gate Bridge. It's big mob country out
And
there.
he's an anti-Semite.
You went to? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Big time. Oh, God.
Oh, that was so
Huge.
bad. He's weird, actually. I don't want to get into it.
Was weird.
But thank you guys for all coming out. You know, we're just doing the best we can. Show up, be yourself, do some material, and go out in the world and make people laugh. Give it up for yourselves. Let's come back. Open mic every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. LA School of Comedy, 6:30 sign up, 7:30 show. We're trying our best. I don't know where the crowd was tonight, but we did great, guys.
That's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And
okay.
thank you for hosting.
Thank you. Yeah, my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
So wait a minute, Johnny. You got to get your picture in. Johnny takes a picture after everybody.